Hello students, welcome back to our science lecture. As you all must be remembering, we were doing lesson number 8, pollution. It is a very big lesson, students, because it is given to us in 3 parts. The first was about air pollution, then it was given in detail about water pollution, and the last part of the lesson is regarding soil pollution. So this is all what is going on in our environment around us. So students, I remember we were doing about reasons of water pollution, I think. That is, we were on page number 59. I think I am right, we were on page number 59, we were doing reasons of water pollution. That are divided into 2 parts. Again, there are some natural reasons for water pollution, means naturally the pollution is occurring, and there are some man-made reasons due to which water is getting polluted. So I think students, we had finished with the natural reasons and man-made reasons. Yes, it was done. Natural reasons are aquatic weeds, decomposing matter, mud or sludge, soil erosion, microbes like fungi and bacteria, algae and nematodes. Nematodes means very tiny organisms that live in the soil. So, and we had finished man-made reasons like domestic sewage, industrial effluents, means whatever is coming out from industries that pollutes the water, then a spillage of oil. Oil spills out and goes in the water and causes water pollution. Use of fertilizers and pesticides, nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus containing chemical fertilizers, they mix with water, all this we had seen. I had explained to you already. And there are some other reasons of water pollution like disposal of human waste. Human waste, the drainage system and all is not proper, and because of that it spoils the water bodies and thus cause water pollution to a large extent. Then washing of clothes in the river water and all. This you are learning since 5th standard. Pictures are given. People are washing clothes in the river water. They are washing their vehicles, their cars near the river, and that water goes in the river and pollutes the river water. Decomposing hemp and flax in water. And disposal of ashes means the dead body, that is in Marathi or Hindi it is called as Asthi Visarjan. Disposal of ashes is Asthi Visarjan in Marathi or Hindi. Then floral offerings to God, means the flowers which we devote, the devotion of God, flowers are used, that flowers. Water from thermal power plants. In many thermal industries, excuse me, water is polluted and that water is let into the water bodies which pollutes the water to a great extent. So, these thermal power plants also are responsible for pollution of water. Students, now we go to the effects of water pollution. What are the effects of water pollution? What happens when there is pollution of water? See, the worst effect of water pollution, who has to suffer? Human beings only are responsible for pollution of water, and they only have to suffer a lot due to this water pollution. So, what happens because of water pollution on the health of human beings? See, human beings will get diseases. The first point is effect on human beings of this water pollution. Diseases like hepatitis. Hepatitis can be, we have seen I think in lesson number 2, lesson health and diseases. In the recording lesson I had taken health and diseases chapter, in that hepatitis was there. It is caused due to contaminated air and water. Hepatitis A, B, C and so on, it goes on. Caused due to impure or polluted food and water. Then typhoid. Typhoid is a type, in this you get liver infection, again due to contaminated water, when the water is polluted and that goes into your body anyhow. So, you may get hepatitis, you may get typhoid, or you may get diseases of skin and alimentary canal. Alimentary canal means your digestion process, the organs which are responsible in your digestion process. When you eat food, digestion process goes on in your stomach, in your body. So, for that the organs responsible are called as organs of alimentary canal. So, diseases of skin like itching, rashes, pimples and all can be there on your skin. You will have skin problems because of this polluted water. And also they have given the next point, there can be ailments of liver, kidneys, brain. Means you may have minor problems in your liver, in your kidney and also in your brain due to this polluted water, if this polluted water goes in your body. Then there will be deformities in the bones, means bones will not be in proper condition, shape can change, the bone's shape because of dirty water, polluted water, or you can have hypertension problem. Because of hypertension then you get BP and all that other diseases. So this water pollution has an adverse effect on first of all the health of human beings. Then what is the effect on ecosystem? Because of this polluted water, what is the, it is affecting the ecosystem in which way? Ecosystem means the living and non-living things in the surrounding, the biotic and abiotic components that is in this whole environment that constitute ecosystem. So what is the effect of this polluted water on ecosystem? See, the plant growth will be retarded, means the growth of plant will not be proper, it will be some or the other way disturbed. Then loss of plant species, means many plants will die because of the chemicals present in the water. Water is polluted means chemicals are mixed in that water, and if that water reaches to the roots of plant, that affects the roots of plants very badly, and because of that the plants die. So we will have to face loss of many plant species. Then because of water pollution there is increase in salt content of water. Because of the chemicals, chemicals contain a large amount of salt and that is not good. So there will be increase in the salt content of water due to the presence of chemicals. Then decreased dissolved oxygen level. There will be decrease in the oxygen level present in the water. There is dissolved oxygen present in water. Because of the polluted water, because of the chemicals in the water, there will be decrease in the oxygen level which is dissolved. Then there will be disturbance in the aquatic ecosystem. You know there are many aquatic organisms living in water are called as aquatic organisms. There will be all disturbance in these aquatic organisms because of this polluted water. They will also face many problems, and there will be death also of these aquatic animals due to severe conditions, due to severe water pollution. There will be death of aquatic animals. Then adverse effects on seabirds, because if the river water is polluted, the sea water is polluted, there will be adverse effects on the seabirds, the birds that are living near the coast of the sea. And there are some other effects also. This was effects on human beings and effect on ecosystem, and some other general effects are changes in physical and chemical properties of water. The physical and chemical properties of water changes. Physical property means the color and all of the water. Chemical means the chemicals that are dissolved in the water, that again changes. Hydrogen level, oxygen level in the water, that becomes all disturbed. Then there is change in the natural color and taste of water. The color of the water changes and also the taste of the water changes because of pollution. Useful aquatic fauna is destroyed. Again, useful aquatic fauna, like what do we get from water? What we eat in our food, we get fishes, prawns, lobsters, crabs, all these are aquatic organisms. They all will be destroyed because of pollution of water. Soil fertility is affected, and as you all know, if the soil is not fertile, that means the soil is infertile, so it will affect the growth of crops and farmers have to suffer a huge loss. And if farmers are not able to grow the crops properly because of infertility of soil, we will have to suffer a huge amount of loss, because if the farmers yield is well, we get all the food grains and all in time and at proper reasonable rates. So everything will become expensive. If there is soil fertility is reduced, if the soil becomes infertile, if there is no proper production of crops, it will indirectly affect to us also, because farmers grow food grains, farmers grow all the food items in the field, that comes to us. In steps that comes to the, we are customers, that comes to us, we buy. So it will affect our expenses also. And then the last point is toxic materials are added to crops. Toxic means poisonous. Poisonous materials are added to crops then. All these are the effects of water pollution. So this was all about air pollution and water pollution in detail. Now the one last page of the lesson they have explained about soil pollution. See students, this is also a serious type of pollution, soil pollution. So in this, changes in the physical, biological and chemical properties of soil and a decrease in its fertility. Changes in the physical, chemical and biological properties of soil and also decrease in its fertility. Just now I explained to you what will happen if the soil does not remain fertile, if the soil becomes infertile due to natural or man-made reasons. That is known as soil pollution. This is the proper definition of soil pollution. Now see, when we start the soil pollution part, they have asked a question, what is meant by soil erosion? This I had explained to you in short in the previous lecture also. Soil erosion means displacement of the upper layer of soil. The upper layer of the soil, it is disturbed, it is displaced because of the heavy currents of the wind. Means wind, if it blows very fast, it will take away the soil with it. Soil will blow with that heavy wind, with that fast blowing wind. Or if it is heavy rain, when it rains heavily, the soil is washed off with the rainwater. So this is called as soil erosion, in which the upper layer of the soil is disturbed, the upper layer of soil is displaced. What are the reasons for depletion in soil fertility? Why is the soil becoming infertile? Because of deforestation, because trees are being cut down. That is the main reason for depletion in soil fertility. Or overgrazing of animals like cows, buffaloes, goats, they are left to graze in the fields. They eat the grass and plants from the fields. That also causes soil erosion. Or poor quality of soil management, or management of soil is not done properly, and because of that the soil becomes loose, the upper layer of soil, and that causes soil erosion to a large extent. So soil erosion is very dangerous for the growth of greenery around us. So plants and the trees are adversely affected due to this soil erosion. Growth of new plants is very difficult if the soil is not proper on land. So they have given, out of the total land area of the soil, out of the total land area around us in the soil, some part of the soil is covered by ice, some part is a desert, whereas some is occupied by mountains and hills. Means there are deserts, there are water bodies, there is ice and there is mountains and hills, and very less area of land is available for human use. A very small part of land, very less area of land, it is available for our use, that is human use. Now when is soil said to be polluted? When do we say that soil pollution has taken place? See, soil is said to be polluted when there are changes in its physical, chemical and biological properties. When there are changes in the physical, chemical and biological properties of soil, and also its fertility decreases due to natural or man-made reasons, then we say that soil is polluted. They have given here then, there are some effects of soil pollution. What happens when the soil is polluted? Soil fertility decreases, and that will affect the growth of crops. And this happens due to mixing of salty and acidic water from industries. Soil fertility is decreased. Soil fertility decreases due to the salty and acidic water coming out from industries. The soil is becoming less fertile because of that. Then the second point they have given, radioactive and other pollutants enter. Radioactive pollutants and other pollutants, they enter and pass through the food chain. They pass through the food chain like soil, crops, water and human body. Radioactive pollutants means What is mean by radioactive pollution? Pollution having that is caused due to nuclear explosion and nuclear testing, the bombs and all when they explode, that causes radioactive pollution, because many radioactive elements are emitted from that, and that is very dangerous for the surrounding. When these pollutants enter and pass through the food chain, like if they pass through the soil, then it will be affecting the crops, and from the crops it will be affecting the human body. So, this is a chain which goes on. Then the thirdly they have given, there is problem of water pollution increases due to the soil pollution. If soil is polluted, that soil will go and mix with the water, and it will obviously pollute the water and cause water pollution. Then toxic substances, toxic means poisonous substances, they leach into the water, that is they reach into the water. Similarly, diseases spread through various pathogens. Pathogens are microorganisms, very tiny organisms which can be observed only under microscope. They cause diseases, they are very tiny, but they have the capacity to cause big diseases in the human body. So, diseases spread through various pathogens. If there is soil pollution, there will be water pollution, and because of water pollution we will have to face a lot of danger, we will have to face many problems. Similarly, they have given disease spread through various pathogens. Then lastly, they have given relationship of soil pollution with air and water pollution. How is this soil pollution related to air pollution and water pollution? See, if wet waste is dumped at wrong places, if the waste is wet and it is dumped at wrong place, instead of composting, instead of keeping it in a proper place, and instead of taking care that it goes to a proper place, what will happen? Because of that wet waste, pathogens will grow upon it. Pathogens are small microorganisms that cause diseases, that will grow upon it, which are then mixed with water, and then they will cause water pollution. These pathogens will mix with water and they will cause water pollution. Then next, insecticides. Insecticides are chemicals to kill the insects. Chemical fertilizers, weedicides are used in agriculture. They are sprayed on the crops to prevent the attack from insects and other such tiny organisms. So, insecticides, chemical fertilizers and weedicides are used in agriculture, and this causes soil pollution, because through the crops they fall on the soil and cause soil pollution. Then nextly, they have given excessively sprayed insecticides, means more than needed, that is excessively. If it is not needed and more than that it is sprayed, so sprayed insecticides and weedicides are mixed with the air, and that will cause air pollution. So, it should be used to a proper extent only. If they are used in excessive quantity, it will cause air pollution. Similarly, excessive use of chemical fertilizers cause water pollution also. It causes air pollution and also it can cause water pollution. Then nextly, they have given how soil pollution is related now. Soil pollution occurs due to mixing of human waste, birds and animal waste. All this gets mixed up in the soil and causes soil pollution. And because of this waste, what happens? This releases various stinking gases. Because of that, as you all know, various stinking gases are released and it will cause air pollution then. Some waste may also cause water pollution if they are mixed with water. If this waste, human waste, birds waste and animal waste, is by mistakenly or by any of the cause mixed with water, it will cause water pollution. So, that means soil pollution is indirectly related with air and water pollution. That means these three types of pollution are indirectly or directly anyhow related to each other. So, now what is the prevention and control measure given by the government to control this pollution? There should be some measures taken out to prevent and control this pollution. So, Government of India has enacted some laws. Government of India it is trying to prevent and control this pollution to save and preserve the environment. So, it has enacted some laws for control, for regulation and for prevention of this pollution, air, water and soil pollution. Government of India is working hard. What it is doing? It has enacted laws for control, regulation and prevention of this pollution. Which are the laws? Now see, following are the laws regarding pollution control. Pollution has to be controlled, otherwise there will be again many hazardous effects because of this pollution if it goes on in this level only. So, what is the first law enacted? Water Pollution and Prevention Act. It was started in 1974. Regarding water pollution, it is Water Pollution and Prevention Act 1974 में. Then Air Pollution and Prevention Act in 1981 it was enacted. And then Environmental Protection Act in the year 1986. So, this is 6-7 years gap के बाद the government has enacted laws to prevent this pollution, to bring this pollution under control. The law was regarding water, to control water pollution in the year 1974, to control air pollution in the year 1981 and to control the environmental pollution or the soil pollution. So, Environmental Protection Act was enacted in the year 1986. Next, they have given various laws and rules are in force in relation to biomedical waste, harmful effluents, solid waste and sound pollution. There are many laws enacted by the government and many rules made by the government for proper biomedical waste disposal, for disposal of harmful effluents from the industries and factories, from the solid waste or garbage and also regarding sound pollution. Government statutory bodies. Which are the government statutory bodies? Maharashtra Pollution Control Board and Central Pollution Control Board. It is Maharashtra Pollution also and Central Pollution also Control Board. What do? They supervise about whether the industries, whether the industrial areas, whether the local governing bodies like municipalities, district councils, Panchayat Samiti, Gram Panchayat etc. follow the laws about pollution control or not. So, these two boards of Maharashtra and centralized, they help in pollution and they help to check whether the pollution is being controlled properly or not. They help to supervise whether the industries, whether the industrial areas, that is areas around the industries, whether the local governing bodies. Which are the local governing bodies? You all must have learnt in civics. The municipalities, the district councils, then in the rural areas, in the villages there are Panchayat Samitis, Gram Panchayat. They all have the duties allotted by the government regarding pollution control, to keep a watch that their areas are kept neat and clean. The garbage is not thrown here and there, which can cause many diseases and affect the lives of people. So, and these local governing bodies, they are given authority to check whether the laws about pollution control are followed or not. So, students, this was all about the pollution chapter. Pollution is a general word, but there is a very detailed study about pollution. So, I hope everyone has understood all the points about air pollution, water pollution and sound pollution. Your homework is to solve the exercise question answers. In that they have covered the whole chapter by answer the following, answer in short, true or false, everything is given here. What is pollution, what are pollutants, what is acid rain, what is greenhouse effect, everything is covered in the exercise. If you solve it, you will be thorough with all the points. See, what is acid rain and all that also we had studied. The acid mixes with the rainwater and then it comes down in the form of acid rain. And there are many hazardous effects when the air is polluted, when the water is polluted and when the soil is polluted. And first of all, human beings are only in problem because of this pollution. So students, you all have to take care to keep your environment, to keep your house, to keep your room, to keep your things neat and clean, so that proper hygiene will be maintained. And nowadays, so because of this COVID-19 and all, it is very risky to you are very much responsible to take care of everything, be very neat and clean. Do not roam outside unnecessarily and all, because the surrounding is dangerous nowadays. No one can be trusted. You have to take care of your own self by staying at home. These classes and all are conducted. We are coming in the school and conducting for you all. Your duty is to be serious and attend everything very properly and be very perfect in all the points. So I finish my chapter here. Your duty is to solve the exercise question answers and gain more and more knowledge about the topics what we have covered. Thank you, students.